Well, hello there, Fragrance fam. I'm Katie, and you're watching AFI's How To's. If you're new here, welcome to the Project Lab. I'm so glad you're joining me today. In this episode, I'll be sharing my recipe for a bubbly, fluffy pink sugar scrub, featuring our version of Aqualina's iconic pink sugar fragrance. This sugar scrub is light, foaming, and scoopable, so follow along with me to make your very own. This sugar scrub is emulsified, meaning it contains both water and oil-based ingredients to leave your skin feeling exfoliated without any greasy residue. It's also got some surfactants in it to add some gentle foaming bubbles. So in phase 1, we'll include our bubbly ingredients, cocoa purple butane, and SLSA. I'm also adding in some sodium lactate, which is a humectant, which will draw in the moisture into the skin. Combine these into a heat-safe mixing container and place them into a double boiler to get the solid SLSA melted down. While that's going, you can get phase 2 ready. This includes water and my special secret ingredient, silica powder. This is a unique powder that gives the recipe a jelly-like consistency that's easily scooped, piped, and scrubbed. Combine the distilled water and the silica powder and you'll see it become a gel before your eyes. Use a spatula to squish out any clumps of powder until you get a nice, smooth mixture. At this point, check in on phase 1. Pop on some gloves and rub them between your fingers. If it feels grainy, give it some more time to melt. If it's nice and smooth, go ahead and add phase 2 into phase 1. Mix the two together really well and break up any clumps. Keep it in the double boiler for now. Now you can get phase 3 ready. This is the oil phase, which will make the sugar scrub nice and gentle on the skin. First up is avocado oil. You can sub this out with any other lightweight liquid oil of your choice though. Follow that up with some coconut oil. Place the oil phase into the double boiler as well and allow the solid ingredients to melt down. After about 5 or 10 minutes, your oil phase should be nice and melted down. Grab your thermometer to check the temperature of both of your phases. Before combining them, they should be about 10 degrees of each other for the best emulsion. If one is a lot hotter than the other, remove them from the other double boiler and allow it to cool down a little bit. Once they're close in temperature, add the phase 3 into the rest of your ingredients. Use an immersion blender to mix them up really well. You'll get a mixture that kind of looks like pudding. From here, you'll want to steadily stir everything until it cools. Our last couple ingredients are heat sensitive, so they're going to be going in as a part of our cool down phase. Keep an eye on the temperature of the mixture. Once it cools down to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit, you can move on to the final steps. Now that I'm right about there, I'm going to start by adding a tiny scoop of pink FD&C dye that's made for bath and beauty products. If you swap this out with mica powder, make sure it's FDA approved to use on the body. Then, because this formula contains water, you'll need to add in some Germaben 2 preservative. Without a preservative, your sugar scrub will be prone to bacteria and mold growth, which is really gross. You only need 1% concentration in preservative to keep this from happening. Then, of course, the fragrance oil. This is our version of pink sugar by Aqualina. It smells absolutely divine. Once it's all added in, make sure you stir it up really well. Now it's time to add in the sugar. I'm using plain, white granulated sugar for gentle exfoliation. If you want a stronger exfoliating effect, swap this out for a coarser grain. Use a spatula to fold in the sugar until it's thoroughly mixed in. From here, you could package up the scrub if you'd like to, but I like to put up using a handheld mixer for a lighter, fluffier scrub. The scrub should double in volume. I'm going to scoop the scrub into the clear Tuscany jars. This is so satisfying and by far my favorite part of this project. Cap off your jars, add a custom label, and then you got yourself your very own sugar scrub that feels just as good, if not better, than the ones that you can buy in the store. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. I'm really glad that you could join me today in the AFI Project Lab. Help me make more content just like this by subscribing and turning on your notifications. Don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter on afi-usa.com so you can be the first to receive the exclusive 10% off deals on some of the best selling fragrances. I'm Katie and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now!